office search question.
Hmm.
Um, what is the average price of a lease office in London?
So definitely depends on the area. The West End is really high in demand right now. Very
Hmm.
little space. Very hard to find an office in Soho, and other areas around Soho. Typically, I would say I'm seeing prices from sort of £80 a square foot up, with probably fitted space of more like 110, 120. So it's expensive. Um, Hard to find anything cheaper unless it's unfitted
Hmm.
or secondhand space and needs a bit of love. But those opportunities are out there, and that's something we do really well. Is we look for secondhand space that we could get a big landlord contribution and a rent-free package that actually says if you spend your own money on this, then we'll be able to get you an amazing deal.
Hmm.
So there are opportunities out there that we are good at finding. But yeah, typically you're probably for a fitted space, you're probably looking at £80 a square foot up in the West End.
Yeah.
City, obviously a bit different. I would say typical prices are, 60 to £80 a square foot, but there are way more expensive options, and there are some cheaper options out there as well, closer to 40 to £50 a square foot.
Great. And what does a good office look like to you?
To me,
To you? Yeah.
what do
To
I
me? To you?
to me to you,
To you?
to Tamal, what does an office look? Sorry, ask that again.
So what does a good office look like to you?
I think a good office is just something that it's quite light and airy,
Hmm.
has sensible spaces for, here's your desking area, here's a collab space, here's a bit of soft seating, here's the right amount of meeting rooms to
Hmm.
cater for the teams. Like obviously some companies are really meeting heavy, right? So they need more than your average meeting rooms, and others are just like, for us, we need one meeting room suffices, right?
Yeah.
So it really depends on the business, but for us, we've got a fairly cost-effective office, but it's light, it's lot bundles are light, the team are happy, so it kind of works for us. So it really depends on the team, but I would say it just has to have
Yeah.
that right vibe.
Yeah. Do you know, I love offices that aren't too like ornamental.
Hmm.
I think the big trend in office design is to become like, create spaces where it almost reflects like a museum almost,
Hmm.
or like, I don't know, some like high-end space. And I,
Yeah.
I get that the trend because everyone's trying to charge more money for this space because it's fitted and it's got to look great. But
Hmm.
I think the best offices I've worked in like are ones where, like if you're not scared of breaking a vase. Do
Hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're kind of working in it and
Yeah.
having fun in it. And
Yeah.
like at times, you might take your shoes off and dance on a chair with someone, or
Hmm.
like, you know, I don't know, just like I think the trend has gone a bit too far that way. But
Mm.
floods of natural light, like a space where people feel really comfortable in and not on edge
Mm.
is probably the best workplaces that I think I've worked in,
Yeah.
I would say. And obviously and really just catering for the people. Like I think having it sounds silly, but the right amount of toilets, the right amount of dishwashers, the right size breakout,
Hmm.
those things matter because they're the things you're using every day. Again, like if you haven't got enough, if you've got too many shelves and not enough cupboards and it becomes messy and nowhere to put your bags, like it quickly becomes like a workplace you don't feel
Hmm.
that comfortable in. So so yeah, I would say like the trend to become quite high end isn't quite for me.
Yeah.
I love when you go in and you can see people feel free to be themselves
Hmm.
and to communicate and enjoy and relax each other's company a bit. Because your people are your biggest asset at the end of the
Mm.
day. So an office that encourages people to do their best work and be themselves, I'd say is the best.
Great. Good answer.